Hi everyone, delonewolf here, welcome back to some EVE Online, and with the end of the Guardians Gala I'm getting back into some classical Ishtar exploration. This is Tashinas, that one system that usually yields us something good. It also has 2, 4, 5 signatures, so let's get into this. Let's explore a little bit, see if we can spot something good in here. Also good to have a little bit of a comparison to the previous video with the changes to the probe window that are coming. The big one, you know, you can't just drag the size of the probes anymore. That is going to be something that we'll need to get used to. That'll take a little bit of doing, I think, to get used to that change. But I think other than that, most of it works really well. Basically the colors are also toned down, but the X's for the signatures themselves are a bit more pronounced. So I would say let's try it on TQ in an extensive exploration run before we judge the new probe window or the changes to the probe window that CCP is planning to bring us in March. This is a combat site, could be good, but I actually think it's a little bit too easy to spot. That is, yeah, I think that could help if you have like the column with the icons showing the different types of sites, especially when you have a good hit on many signatures. Ooh, it's a command relay. Yeah, let's go run that. And of course the fact that now I have this green bar that's not actually warpable for new players, I can definitely understand how that can be a bit strange to them. You know, it'll be yellow after the patch. So another small improvement. Let's hope that I can grab this command relay site. It's actually the second that I find in a row, so it would be good if we actually get some loot out of that one, because I got absolutely nothing in the previous one. And while I run the site, I maybe want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the CSM, because CSM 12 is coming. The elections should start on March 6th, and well, you know, the candidacy of Rylode, for instance, has been a bit of a controversy on Reddit for a couple of days and all of that stuff. So I maybe want to quickly touch on the CSM, give you guys my perspective on it a little bit, and maybe first of all I should start with what I'm going to do for my votes. I can't give you names, I don't want to endorse specific people. There are 64 candidates and I just don't know them well enough to give you guys a good opinion on any of them, or a valuable opinion on any of them. So my philosophy for the CSM is that it's a very handy tool to keep CCP from making big mistakes. And from that perspective, what I would like to see is a balanced CSM that represents most, if not all, the players. And so for my votes, I'm basically planning to at least go for a high sec candidate, a wormhole sec candidate, a low sec candidate, and a null sec candidate, just to keep it balanced amongst the different spaces that we have. That's basically how I'm going to vote. I'm not going to vote for specific people, specific issues. Those are things that the CSM can't really force anyway. CCP will have their roadmap, and they'll be able to hopefully keep CCP from making big mistakes and help CCP polish features even before we get them. My biggest example, for instance, I think will have been the role that the CSM will have played in deciding on the skills for alpha clones, to make sure that there are as few as possible exploits possible with alpha clones, problems with alpha clones, and unfair restrictions. At first, most races except Galente did not have drones 5, but I think it's the CSM that basically helps CCP realize that giving everyone 5 drones is basically something that you have to do. And for things like that, I think the CSM will be very useful. And again, I'm hoping that we can get a balanced CSM that represents all spaces and all players. In the meantime, I'm going after that Black Ops squad leader here. Now, when it comes to the CSM in general, it is really unique to EVE, and I think it's really a very cool concept, but I never felt the need to try and be a candidate or anything like that, because I think it's just a huge amount of work. I think that is one thing, one aspect, if you ever want to run for the CSM, it's something that you have to realize. This is almost like taking on a second full-time job. This will take you a huge amount of time, a huge amount of energy, effort. There will also be the problems communicating with CCP, other CSM members, and the player base in general, which, you know, the EVE Online player base is not the easiest out there either. And so from that perspective, yeah, the CSM, I'm hoping that every candidate and 64 this year, I feel like that's actually quite a lot. I'm hoping that every candidate takes this seriously and that they realize what they're signing up for. This is not just 2 trips a year and sit in your couch behind the television type of deal. This is really something where you will be expected to work very hard and spend a lot of time and effort on trying to bring improvements to the game and be active to improve the game. I think that that people in general that run for the CSM understand this, and so from that perspective, I think I feel free to give everyone that wants to run for the CSM a chance, and I can just go for my own philosophy, as I've said, focusing on as balanced a CSM as possible for all players out there. Yeah. Voting should start March 6th. I think I would say everyone go out there and vote. Last year we actually got some goodies when we voted, so it's definitely worth it just from that perspective. And may the best people win. We'll learn who does at FanFest, of course. In the meantime, we are in the final room, and we're having a pretty good time here running this 3 out of 10 in the Ishtar. My sentry drones are killing and tracking all of these frigates and destroyers without too much trouble. They're basically dropping like flies. Let's take this guy at 35 here as well. Okay, auto-targeting the one at 36 as well. Looks good. Blown up in 2 volleys. Really nice. Very, very smooth. 3 out of 10 this one. So, blow that up, blow that up. Let's quickly... Oh, there is one more. Let's also take care of the sentry gun. 2 of them, in fact. And then we have the Black Ops Commander. That is potentially the loot pinata here. So off we go. Sarge the sentry gun. I do want to kill that, because I don't like it when there's still red on the board, and it gives a cool explosion as well. Then I just approach the commander, drop my small drones, and go for the loot. Yeah, pretty smooth run. This one, the previous one as well, was also a 3 out of 10. And let's see if the second combat site, since the Guardians Gala, actually yields me a little bit of loot or not. Full hits after the second volley, so I think it's because they micro-up-drive towards the target that they miss so much at first. And I think it's this that I need to grab. Ooh, 3 million, but it is a true Sansha dual light pulse laser, so at least it's a little bit of action, just not worth all that much. I think it's worth it to take a quick look. Oh, one more has been done. That's too bad. I don't think we'll see anything good here anymore. Whoop, and another one gets done. I'm not alone running in Tashinas. That's pretty amazing. Let's quickly finish off these 2 signatures here and see if there is anything left. But I actually don't think so. This one could be close to one of those 2 planets. That's, well, actually no. Alright. Down here. Let's see what you are. And this man grabbing the probes from the sides for the size. It's something that I'll definitely miss, and I'll take a little bit of getting used to. This is a wormhole, a little bit as expected. And then we have a final signature, which I'm suspecting will be close to this planet. So let's drop the probes right on top of that. The double click to switch to horizontal and vertical view, I think, is going to be really great. I do think that will save us a little bit of time. And then here we have Cosmic Signature. As expected, not too far from the planet. Let's drop that. And see what we can find here. it's yet another wormhole. So yeah, there you go guys, another system checked. I'm going to continue my exploration run and see if I can't grab some more loot. Again, go vote for the CSM, come on March 6th. I think it's going to be worth it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Warp drive active.